What the hell? What the hell?
Jurassic World After Birth.
Oh, welcome to After Birth.
You got Scarlett Johansson. She's a mercenary, gun for hire. Pretty ambiguous character, if you ask me. She's doing her best Han Solo impression if he was on Xanax, maybe? Is that right?
Sounds right.
She gets contacted by that guy who's from something else. He's a skeevy little businessman, and he's like, we need to go to this island to extract some samples of some dinosaurs. You've seen the trailer. And she takes Jonathan Bailey of Wicked fame. He's a scientist. He's a real pencil-pushing nerd. And they're like, hey, do you want to see a dinosaur? He's like, okay, sure, I'll do it. So they go on, they meet Mahershala Ali, and they go to the island. And is it an easy ride? Is it a tough ride? Who knows? Do they succeed in their mission? Who's to say? Chris, what'd you think of it?
Well, let me tell you this, Steve. I saw this a couple weeks ago. I show up to that Mystery Monday. Theater's packed. No one knows what it's going to be. People are whispering, I wonder if it's going to be F1 or maybe Megan, because those were coming out that week. And we watched the trailers, and then all of a sudden, the movie screen pauses, and then the lights turn on, and we're like, oh, what? Of course, the theater's broken. And then this, 15-year-old employer walks out. Excuse me. This is a very special movie. We just want to thank you for being who you are, but please don't take any pictures or else we may have to murder you.
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
All right, thank you. And everyone's like, oh, what's it going to... Everyone gave him a standing O just for saying that. And we're like, oh. And then it shows the movie and it does the little featurette and it's ScarJo and Jonathan Bailey and Mahershala. And it shows the little Jurassic World logo on the corner. And everyone's, what? Are you kidding me? And everyone stood up, high-fiving people, throwing people around, crowd surfing, throwing the popcorn in the air, chicken jockey. Everyone was losing their minds. And the movie started and people were hyped. And the theater loved this movie, let me tell you, Steve.
Nice.
So maybe that might influence it, but it was better than I thought.
Oh.
Based off the trailers and the last 2 Jurassic Worlds, I was not looking forward to it, really. I'm going 7, but maybe it's just because I had a good experience and my expectations were so low. How about you, Steve?
Gotcha. Okay. I would not recommend it to anyone, ever.
All right.
Yeah. Solid 3 out of 10. As solid as I can give.
Is that your lowest for the year?
Oh, yeah. No, this no competition. So far, this is my megalopolis.
Revenge tastes best while wearing the dress.
Wow.
For 2025. Goodness gracious, you know what? Geez, if you spent money on this like me, I'm writing a letter to Universal to get my money back. We'll see how it goes, but oof.
Steve, I've seen movies that would make you wake up in the middle of the night screaming in terror. If you think this is a 3.
I've seen things you've only seen in your nightmares. Things you can't even imagine. Things you can't even see. There are things that hunt you in the night. Then something screams. Then you hear them eating. And you hope to God that you're not dessert. Afraid? You don't even know what afraid is.
Right, well.
You ever been in a storm, Steve? Not a thunderstorm, but a storm of fists.
All right.
Raining down on you, hitting you in the chest.
So hard.
So hard, you think your heart's going to stop. You ever seen a movie like that, Steve?
Yeah. It was Megalopolis and this. Oh, jeez. All right. Let's get into some spoilers, huh? I got a lot of cons. And I need you to defend this movie like it's your life, like we're juror number 2, if you know what I mean. It's astronomically impossible for me to believe that people would just be sick of dinosaurs. Because in the beginning...
It's a fictional movie.
Could you listen?
Sure.
Listen to me. These are my points. I got arguments. It's just so stupid to think people would be driving through New York City and see a giant bloody dinosaur and be like, it's another Tuesday, you know? Nobody cares about this. No, they made $1 billion at the last whatever. You can't imagine bloody everyone's looking at this thing. They say, want more? Give me a break. Give me a break.
You're saying that people don't think it's weird that there's a big dinosaur
They just think
under
it's
a bridge?
They just think it's like a homeless person, like, oh, another Tuesday.
Well, it's kind of like COVID. At first everyone's freaking out.
Here's the
world's
thing, though.
shutting down
It's not
that
like
week
COVID
later.
because it's a giant dinosaur the size of a skyscraper, Christopher.
It's exactly like COVID. Okay.
Oh, okay. What? They both came from China?
Both aren't real.
Okay. Oh, very good.
I'm just joking here, buddy.
You're good. Also, okay, here we go. Stupid comedy. Your theater hooted and hollered or whatever?
They love that
I'm sure.
kid, the boyfriend.
Oh, really?
And I laughed too. I thought it was kind of fun.
I was Homelander in that theater, man, and so was every single person. You thought
Really?
I was alone in the theater. No one laughed a single bit at anything he said. I was like, okay, you know what? This guy's overstayed his welcome to the point
Was
where
your theater full?
it was
pretty
full.
empty?
No. It was, I'd say, 60% full. Real bad effort at comedy. Who am I to say, I suck too, but I don't get paid millions of dollars to do any of this.
To defend you a little bit,
Okay.
I'm sure if I watched this by myself, I didn't have people laughing at it. I would be Homelander staring at those jokes. The crowd, they were in uproar and they influenced me.
I get that. I've been in theaters like that, and I get that. Red 1 was one of those, maybe, I think, probably. So I knew I was in trouble when they were on the boat, and they're explaining that, hey, we got to get these samples from these animals, or from these dinosaurs. They showed how the syringe worked. If you recall, it sticks into the dinosaur, and it shoots up, and then there's a parachute that comes down. I'm no meteorologist, Christopher, but the small details, if you can't be trusted with the small details, then you don't deserve to be trusted with the big details. Because he shows they're traveling in a boat, going 50 miles an hour, syringe launches up, and it comes right back down to him. Tell me how that works.
He did the 5th grade math class. If you're driving a boat 50 miles per hour and you shoot the dinosaur tracking at 15 miles and he's swimming 30 miles per hour, where's the parachute going to land?
It's going to land in the
X
same
equals
place.
Right there. He did the math. It's simple as that.
Yeah. I think your run-on sentence was more effort than they put into that, whatever they had there.
Because they do 3 of them. And they have to be the 3 biggest dinosaurs. But
A land, sea, and air burger, yep.
They don't say why. Like, why wouldn't any other dinosaur work in theory? It just wouldn't be as effective.
I think they bought this script from an old video game company because it very much plays out like a video game. And they're like, oh, we got to get the sea one. Here's a sea battle. And the land one.
Here's a side mission. We got to pick up these kids.
Yeah. It very much feels like a bad video game. There are so many what I call just so happened moments where it was infuriating, and I just couldn't sanction the buffoonery that I was seeing in front of me.
Can I name a few?
Go
the guy's
for it.
peeing. He's about to get murdered by a velociraptor, and then the pterodactyl thing came in and murdered it. They're about to die, and they find the vents, and they shut the gate just in time, and the T-Rex comes and they get through the river just in time and the head can't fit. Pros?
No.
You got any pros?
I'm not done. Yeah, I got more. You rub your temple. You deserve this. Listen up. Here's the rump. So they're like, hey, we got these samples. They're being used for heart medicine and save billions. And at the end,
it's a noble cause.
It's a noble cause. I'd like to see that come into fruition, Christopher.
Nah, what, you want it to be 2.5 hours long?
No, the whole point, they're getting this thing, and then we don't get to see what they do with the thing. So what's the point of doing it? They're like, this is open source. Give it to everyone. The whole world deserves this medicine. Which is sure, yeah, I get it. But it cuts off. They get a boat and they're traveling and they're like, we're out of the woods. We're out of the water. Well, guess what? You're not out of the water, figuratively or literally, because you got the dang Mosasaurus right where you're driving. And then the movie ends.
Well, that's what the sequel's for. Can't wait.
You think they'll do a sequel after this garbage?
I mean, it got a 75% audience, 54% critic, but I feel like it's going to make a good amount of money.
I don't think it's going to make any money.
It's coming out on 4th of July.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I had to get a few things off my chest about this horrible movie. If you saw this, let me know what you think of it. If I'm out of control, I think I'm being a little harsh, maybe.
We just have 2 different expectations here.
I think so.
I'm thinking it's a dumb dinosaur movie that I'm like, I don't have to think. Who cares what this character is? I just want to see people get eaten by dinosaurs. I think you said it once. You just go open up your skull, you look at your brain, you switch that logic off, and you just try and enjoy a film here.
I tried, but I guess I couldn't.
I'll probably never watch it again.
Yeah.
But for that 2 hours and 15 minutes, I was in that theater full of people. We shared that experience together. And Steve, you can't take that away from us.
I
okay?
wish not to, Christopher. I wish not to.
Seems like you're trying to. You're
I
trying
don't mean
to take
to.
that. You're trying to steal it.
I don't mean to. But you got pros? Shoot.
I thought that one guy was funny, the boyfriend.
Oh,
People
yeah.
chuckled at him. He was peeing in the forest. He stopped to pee. He finished peeing. That got a uproar.
Mm-hmm.
There's a part where the dinosaur makes a noise in the woods, and he said, "Let's go that way." Killed. People are high-fiving. Oh, man, this guy's a nut. I wonder what the logic is. Every Jurassic Park, you always have to somehow bring a little kid.
Oh, yeah.
Is that just to like keep each generation's like children scarred of dinosaurs?
Maybe it's to sell toys. That little Dolores thing, Triceratops. You know they're going to sell that thing.
That's true. Yeah, fair enough. For other pros, I'm not stalling. I'm not trying to think of anything here, but
I'm staying silent because I want to hear, Chris.
it wasn't as bad as the last one.
That's true. I'll give you that. I think for me, Dominion's definitely the worst, by far.
Yes.
That's like a 1.5. I don't think you could pay me to watch that again.
I think I might bump it down from a 7 because I can't really think of any other pros.
Okay.
I'm going 6, though.
Okay. I hope I didn't influence you. Do you want to hear my pros?
I already know what the answer is.
What?
You don't have to watch it again.
Oh.
It's over, done. You can block it out of your memory.
You thought of 5 or 6 more than I had, which was 0. So,
okay.
Yeah, whatever
Nothing.
you said.
You hated it that much, huh?
Yeah, I did.
You don't
I really
like
did.
dinos?
I love dinos. I love Jurassic Park, man. One of the best movies of all time.
What's your favorite? Should we do a quick ranking of our Jurassic Parks here?
Here we
on
go.
a high note?
Here we go. Jurassic Park 1. I'm going to get flack, but Jurassic Park 3. Then Jurassic Park 2. Then Jurassic World 1. Then Jurassic World 2. This one, then Jurassic World 3.
Jurassic Park 3.
Jurassic
Park, and then Jurassic Park Lost World.
Mm-hmm.
Jurassic World Rebirth. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, is that the second one?
Mm-hmm.
And then Dominion.
Yep.
I just watched Jurassic Park 3 a lot. That was one of the first DVDs we ever owned.
Chris,
so
I remember watching that on DVD too. I remember seeing the bloody behind the scenes.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. I love that one. It's great.
Alan.
You know what? That's a great scene where he's dreaming and he's like, Alan.
I know.
That's funny. I like it. I don't care who you are. It's fun.
Dr. Grant says that's a bad idea.
William H. Macy, too, yeah.
What's a bad idea?
Amanda, honey, Dr. Grant said that's a bad idea.
What?
He says it's a bad idea.
What's a bad idea?
Yeah, that's a fun movie. Let's talk more about that movie instead.
I know.
Thanks for watching these highlights of our episode of the Stale Popcorn Podcast. If you want to listen to the full episode, check out the links in the description. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you do that with your favorite YouTuber, I'm sure they would appreciate it too. Thanks, and have a great day.